All righty, Bobby. It's been great chatting with you. We spoke a little bit off camera here, but I want to go ahead and kind of lay out the foundation for this interview. So I have your resume here. And as far as your experience, you worked in a few customer service roles. For example, you worked at True Green as a customer contact center representative. You worked at Epic as a call center or call service worker. And you also done some quality assurance, kind of auditing the calls for the call centers for a few years as well. It looks about 6 years or so doing that. So a great experience overall in customer service. But Bobby, I'm going to give you the mic. Tell me a little bit about yourself and professional experience.
Yes, I worked in customer service at a number of companies. I've done both incoming and outgoing. So I've done calling customers that requested, services or just calling just for informational purposes. And I took calls for customers calling in for various reasons. And I know how to direct them where they need to go or answer their questions. I worked in a call center environment and I worked at home. So I have experience working both environments. And yeah, I just love helping out customers.
That's amazing. So, as far as your call center experience, I'm sure was it a high volume call center, or was it back to back phone calls, inbound, outbound, or was it kind of like a moderate call center?
It was moderate to high.
Okay.
Usually back to back, but sometimes you know how you have your slow periods, but most times it was high.
Okay, perfect. And with that, what kind of calls were they? Were they calls to where they were inquiring on a service, or what kind of phone calls were they overall?
Well, yeah, they're calling for like say if they wanted to update their address or update their billing information or anything like that, or they're calling to ask um like when their services are like gonna be done, or if they need to receive, like for True Green, for instance, like people will call in to see when their next visit will be for the service technician or stuff like that, or they'll call in to try to get a sale. They want to add a service, like for instance, mosquito protection. It's a summer, we won't have mosquitoes coming. They like call in to add that to their plan. So it's just various different reasons that they call in. Sometimes you have to transfer them to different departments if you can't handle that. But usually, most calls you can handle.
Yeah. Did you ever have to deal with a tough client or customer or escalate a call at all? How'd you handle that?
Most times, where I have a customer that's kind of escalated like that, like I just let them vent, that get their whatever they need to say out. That usually calms them down to a level where we can communicate better. And after that, I like to repeat what they say so that they know that I heard them. And then I can assure them that I'll get a solution for them. And that tends to really de-escalate it. Now, if it's something that I just can't do, of course, I'll let them know that I can transfer them to a supervisor, and if it goes up.
Yeah, and that's the correct way to do it as well as, try to resolve it on your own, try to alleviate the escalation to a manager, unless of course if you have to. Now you know how to navigate the computer itself. I'm sure you use a few systems. What systems are you familiar with using or have used, your Google system, Outlook, or any other systems that you've used?
Well, I have my degree in IT, so I've used pretty much every system out there. Um, yeah, you name it, I've used it.
That's amazing. And are you comfortable with multitasking? How do you navigate multitasking?
I I'm very good at prioritizing. So when I multitask, um, I generally um I prioritize like what needs to be done first. If there's deadlines, I prioritize which by deadline, or um I'm very organized.
Mhm.
So I'm very good
Yeah.
at like doing two things at once. But yeah, I definitely try to get the one top priority done first.
Absolutely. And you mentioned you prioritize yourself, you organize yourself as well. Now when it comes down to, I'll say this, if I were to connect with a former colleague, how would they describe your work ethic?
They describe my very work ethic, very diligent, very people call me like they come to me for outsourcing because I'm very knowledgeable. I know how to explain things in a way that people can understand it better.
Yeah.
I'm very resourceful. So if I don't know the answer, I know how to find the answer. Um,
Amazing.
I'm
That-
very detail oriented. So I pay the attention to detail. I'm kind of a perfectionist, a little bit. So I double check everything, make sure everything is correct. I'm very courteous. I'm very kind. I'm
Absolutely.
very approachable.
Yeah, those are amazing traits to have in this type of industry as well. So I think that that correlates into the work that you put forth as well with your customers. So that's amazing. Now, Bobby, in your next role, what do you look forward to the most?
Just being able to interact with people and assist them and provide a service that makes somebody's day better.
Amazing. And you're looking for a long-term role, right? You're looking for a home eventually, or are you looking for a short-term temporary role?
No, I'm looking for a long-term role, like a career, somewhere I could be at I retire.
Absolutely. That's the goal, right? Is to eventually retire with the company. Now, when are you looking to start a new role, or how soon would you be able to start a new role?
I can start immediately.
Amazing, amazing. All righty, Bobby. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording here. It really has been a pleasure speaking to you and getting to know your professional experience. Don't hang up on me though. I want to take about a moment to speak to you after this interview.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.